All right, started the calibration procedure. I had to actually get in the truck and hold the anti-theft button because it was losing ignition power, and it kept cutting off during the calibration. So here I am, just sitting in the truck. I got one finger down underneath the column while it goes through its settings. All right, it is adjusted. That is setting number 2, ride height. Setting number 1 would be low. Setting number 3 is full height. And then it's got a button that you push to air it all out. All right, I'm gonna show you the sensor location. So there is ride height sensor there. It's mid travel. Let's go to the rear. Ride height sensor there. Here's the tank. And then it's got a purge valve. So these Accuairs, I'll wipe that off right there. But these Accuairs, you're gonna have to bleed them occasionally. Here's a bleeder. And get all the air out of it, all the condensation out of that. So it's real important for the life of the system itself. But that right there will clean off. That's just excess Teflon. All right, and then come over here. See it on this side. All right, and then ride height sensor there. And ride height sensor there. So those are your ride height sensors, and then everything that was back up under here is gone now. You know, that had that big manual valve set up back there, so that's all gone. All right, now let me explain the controller itself. So when you go to start it, let's say that you're aired out. This is actually air all the way out. So whenever, let's say you're, I don't know, let's just say you're going out to dinner and you just want to lay it out at the restaurant. Push this button, it airs everything out, right? And then when you get in the truck to leave, you go to start it, it's gonna go to ride height number 2 by itself. So it'll automatically go to the ride height position. And now let's say you're driving and you're leaving the parking lot and there's just this massive incline or hill or whatever, you need full clearance, you're just gonna push number 3. Okay, and then then you leave, right? And then you want to level back out, you push number 2. And let's say now you're at a car show and you just want to roll in real nice, slow and low, that would be number 1. A lot of people think number 1 is all the way down, but it's not. Number 1 is actually the bags aired up at 10%. So this is low cruising. It knows the bare minimum of air in the system that it can handle without rubbing. And then, like I said, this is all low. And then the instructions that I'll send with you, I just wanted to review the video with you, but you know, this says it all right here. Right here. So position number 1 is 10% of total suspension travel. Position 2 is ride height, that's 50%. Position 3 is 90% of it. So, and that just goes through all the buttons. And then here's the button right there. You push that, that's the all the way down indicator. So you'll only need like I said, the system will automatically go to ride height 2. So if you're all the way aired out, let's say you haven't used the truck in, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days, it's all aired out, and then you go to start it, it's automatically gonna go to number 2, so you don't have to manually adjust it. Now let's say that you're gonna use the truck in a parade, right? You're at ride height number 2, you got the back full of kids and whatnot, and you need to manually air it up. You can actually manually air it up with these buttons. You know, this is front left up, front left down, front right up, front right down, front up together, front down together. This would be left rear up, left rear down, right rear up, right rear down, rear all together up, rear together down, if you need to just manually adjust it. But with these 3 buttons, it should be enough, you know. So we'll recap it again. 10%, ride height, low and slow, cutting through a parking lot. You're at a car show, you just want to look real nice, low and slow, number 1. Number 2 will always be your preset. It'll always go to ride height because that's where, you know, most of the fun happens, ride height. If you're going through a parking lot that's got a big dip, big hump, you need full clearance, max clearance, I should say, you go to 3. Really, you're going to be playing over here on this side. This is just going to be, you know, if you need to manually air up or down. And then, like I said, this one's all the way down. You get to the show, you get to dinner, wherever you're at, you get home, and you just want to lay it all the way out. You're going to push this button, and it'll air all the way out.